So, since I always say I am the biggest dork you will ever meet, I am set out to prove my point. So, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite actors. Some of them are in order if I specify what order I like them in. And I'm going to do it individually. So, if they have a number, if I say first, second, third, whatever, then that's the order I like them. If I don't say that, then I just like them. No particular order. So the first one I'm going to talk about is my favorite all-time actor, and that is Mr. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was born on July 9th, 1956, so he just turned 60. And I have actually heard that off camera he's really not that great of a person, but I still love his acting. And I'm going to go over some of my favorite movies. They're not necessarily in order except for the year that they came out. So, and these are movies I've seen, not critically acclaimed movies necessarily, although some of them are, or popular movies, but these are the ones that I've seen that I like the best. First one is from 1984, which is Splash. The year 1984 is significant to me because that was the year I was born. So, not the reason I like the movie. I just think it's really goofy and funny and incredibly cheesy, but it's still, I love cheesy movies. Next one is Big from 1988. Now, like Splash and Big, I don't even know if I saw this movie in theater. I was 4, so I probably didn't, but I love that it's quirky. Again, it's a little on the cheesy side, but it's like every grown-up's inner child wish. They always everyone wants to be a different age than they are. You know, you have that little kid in you all the time. He also got nominated for Academy Award Best Actor for that movie, which he didn't win, but that's okay. That would come later on in life. Next is Turner and Hooch from 1989. As far as the 80s go, it's probably my favorite Tom Hanks 80s movie. I'm not really a big dog person, but you can't help but love Hooch. First movie from the 90s that I like that he did was 1992's A League of Their Own. There's no crying in baseball. That's all you can say about that. Then there's Sleepless in Seattle, and when I was in college, I became obsessed with this movie. I don't know why, but it was like my college movie. I saw it so many times. Like, I'd be up late at night watching Sleepless in Seattle. Then there's Philadelphia, which he did win his first Oscar for Best Actor. Very well deserved, in my opinion. But equally so would have been if he had been nominated and won as Denzel Washington. I think that particular movie, it's hard to decide which one's the better, I don't know what I said, the better actor. But I do feel like Tom Hanks did a very good, deserving of an Academy Award on that movie. Then there's Forrest Gump, where he became the first actor since Spencer Tracy in the 30s to win 2 back-to-back Best Actor Oscars, and no actor has done it since. So very interesting. Forrest Gump is one of those movies that's a classic. It's got a lot of backlash in the more recent years, but it was very popular. Everybody knows. My mama always said life was like a box of chocolate, and it is, as cliche as it is, it's actually really true. Then there's Apollo 13 in 1995. I forgot to mention that for Sleepless in Seattle and Philadelphia were 93 and Forrest Gump was 94. Apollo 13 in 1995. I don't know if I said 92, but I meant 1995. This is like, I love the movie. Then the movies I'm actually listing here is the only movie of his that is on this list that I do not actually own. Told you, Tom Hanks nerd. Which is The Green Mile from 1999. The reason I don't own it is because I don't own rated R movies. Try not to watch them. I happened to watch it at a friend's house. Shouldn't have, but probably one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies of all time. Then, into the new century, in 2002, he did a movie called Catch Me If You Can. And I just really enjoyed it. Then The Terminal in 2004. I like this movie a lot because it kind of gave me a little bit of an insight of what goes on in an airport. At that particular, in 2004, I was in taking home lessons on the getting into the airlines, and this was also the year before I became a flight attendant, so it kind of gave me a little bit of a glimpse. Then in 2013 was Saving Mr. Banks. I love Disney movies, and so it was interesting, and I love Mary Poppins, and so it was interesting to see like the behind the scenes of how Mary Poppins came about. And the last movie that I have seen of his that I'm going to be talking about is 2015's Bridge of Spies. Not really my kind of movie. I'm more of a cheesy, romantic, tearjerker kind of movie goer, but it was Tom Hanks. And I'm also one that if there's an actor in it that I like, I will go see it. Most of the time. Not all the time. There's a few that I won't, but so I went and saw this because it had Tom Hanks in it, and I actually thought it was very, very well done. For an upcoming movie later this year, there's a movie called Sully that's coming out. It's a Clint Eastwood movie starring Tom Hanks as Captain Sully, the captain who landed the plane on the Hudson. When that event happened, I was actually currently working as a flight attendant. And so, for me, I'm interested in watching this movie, not just because it has Tom Hanks, but because that was my area of career, of job at that time. And actually still currently, I'm in the airlines. So, I'm interested in seeing that just basically solely for that, but solely for that, not Sully, but solely for that. But also because, again, it's Tom Hanks. And that is my cheesy, retarded, me liking, not that I'm retarded, but goofy, cheesy video about how I like Tom Hanks.